Last week I attended Agrileader 2025 in London, but Agrileader 2024 was a real game changer for me. One talk in particular, Marcus Childs, completely shifted my perspective on what makes our farm unique. It made me realise something big. Change isn't just something we do, it's who we are. From my grandfather's first days on this land to today, we've constantly evolved to meet new challenges. And now regenerative agriculture is the next step in that journey. If you're thinking about making changes on your own farm, stick around, you won't want to miss this video.
Getting an ambition which you don't know how to achieve yet is the real thing. You know, being able to hold in the mind's eye something which you want but you don't know how to get is been the material of the talk, because that's the secret of success for so many individuals and teams and companies. Costa Coffee, as I said, 11 shops deciding they're going to take on Starbucks. How do you do that? Well, you keep a picture in mind, and years later you've got more outlets than McDonald's have. The way to get people engaged is to get a picture which everybody understands and wants. And you keep working that muscle until you've got a group of people wanting the same thing, a united idea. Then you've got to do your work in terms of encouraging them to get closer to it and giving them the autonomy to try and praising them as they go. I think that's the secret, and it's not easy anywhere. It's not easy in business. Businesses fail because engagement's so poor. But if people come to agriculture because they want it, you're off to a flying start, I think.
It really made me think about our farm's unique strengths. We realised that change is kind of our middle name. Ever since my grandfather started the farm, we've been evolving and adapting, from a dairy herd to pigs to Christmas turkeys to arable. Our mission has always been to be a family-run business that evolves with the needs of our customers while providing a financially stable and rewarding work environment. Since the farm's beginnings, we have been changing and adapting. Regenerative agriculture is simply the next step in our evolution. More recently, that's involved embracing carbon trading and the Sustainable Farming Incentive SFI options, which complement regenerative agriculture. I wanted to share a short video I made about how my team and I found the sweet spot where our passion for farming, our skills and profitability all come together. It's based on the hedgehog principle, and it's really interesting to see an idea from the forum affecting our business. Since implementing the changes from Agrileader, undoubtedly the atmosphere in the office has improved. The team is more cohesive. In fact, one of the takeaway points that I'd written down was my concerns about staff retention. I don't feel that is a concern at the moment. So that's a real benefit, because any business is only as strong as the people within it.
I think he's definitely more patient with certain individuals now. He seems to have a bit more empathy when looking at things from different people's perspectives. So I'd definitely say there's a measurable difference.
He's an optimistic guy, Anthony, and Anthony's got so many different businesses on his mind. But I think that was the main problem, was just people just not knowing what he was doing. But I think now he's like keeping us more engaged with what he's doing and what everyone else is doing as well.
Fundamentally, your team takes their energy from the leader, and if the leader's there without a vision, then they're going to pick up on it and they're going to return it back to you. So if you're weak and rudderless, why would your staff feel any different? So I think it's really important. Certainly the panel or discussion that we just participated in was hugely valuable. There were some really dynamic people there that gave you a great idea of what could be possible in your businesses going forward. Our principle, which we'd already started on, was the principle of Ikigai, where you have 3 overlapping circles in a Venn diagram and you're aiming for the section in the middle. One element of our business is a standalone business, and helping to explain how all 3 elements of the farm sit together has helped everybody pull in the same direction and be more supportive of each other.
Like, I can't really visualise it, whereas that Venn diagram, it definitely helps visualise what's going on.
As far as farmers struggling with mental health and how to raise the issue, the younger generations are much more comfortable with it as a topic, and where maybe more mature generations struggle, I think it will help all of my staff deliver discussions about mental health. We had a very frosty atmosphere in the office. It would deviate wildly from happiness to frostiness if I compare my farming business with any other business that I've been involved in, where if you do good work you get good rewards. In farming you can do great work, the weather doesn't play ball, and you don't get rewarded, and I find that a particular challenge.
Recently Auntie's implemented that, like doing going out, having coffees and all of that, just to help keep everyone on side.
And we just have a general chat about life in general, which I think is really important, and potentially challenges people are having within their work that hopefully we can help them solve.
I had to make some changes in my management style, the more meetings for the whole staff to get together to share. It's as much actually about, slapping each other on the back and congratulating each other and reassuring everybody that they're doing a good job.
Like, you don't get lonely all the time. I think that's one of the big problems with this industry. You kind of just spend all day in the tractor just on your own, and I think it's just very good to have the collaborative environment just to talk. It just keeps everyone happy. When everyone's happy, like, boosts the productivity.
Building on the Agrileader experience, it's helped us improve our business structure and direction and planning, and helped with staff management. For me, the Agrileader programme is about supporting the leadership of agriculture. I remember visiting Gabe Brown's farm in America, and he stressed the importance of starting small and making mistakes on a small part of your land. I realised that switching to regenerative ag wasn't going to be straightforward. There were definitely going to be some lessons to be learnt along the way. He was totally right. You also need a strong community around you for support. That's why I decided to start my YouTube channel, and I wanted to connect with other farmers on the same journey. And one of the reasons that I joined Base UK. So thank you very much. It's been a really exciting process, and I'm excited to see where it takes me next. This year's Agrileader, there were a lot of talks about building positive habits. It made me realise that even though I've made some big changes, there's always room for continuous improvement. I've got my eye on a few new habits I want to implement this year, like helping my team really visualise our goals. That'll be the big focus for me this year. I hope this video has inspired you to start your own personal and business development journey. I can't recommend attending the forum highly enough. So please consider registering your interest in Agrileader 2026. It's free for levy payers in the UK. You can find a link in the description below.